Goodbye, internet.
I'm about.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey.
Hello?
5 seconds.
Hey.
And we're live. Streaming for
Nobody's
the first
watching.
time on Twitch.
Good
All of
night.
us. The whole Intergamer cast.
Hey, what's up?
Holy
Hey.
crap. Oh, you can hear us.
Oh no, we can hear
Okay.
ourselves. Turn that off.
That was
And
amazing.
we're live.
Turn it
Muted. And
Nobody's
streaming for the
watching.
first
You
time
can't see our faces.
on Twitch.
I'm not really
All
sure
of
what to
us.
do with my
The whole
hands.
Intergamer
I
cast.
feel like I should be
Holy
doing something with my
crap.
hands.
Do my hands go up?
Do they go up?
Do my hands go up?
Do I go around the mic?
Do you have it set up to record the audio?
It is recording the audio right now.
We can hear ourselves. All right. Turn that off.
That
All
was
right,
amazing.
live.
Hi, everyone.
Muted.
Welcome.
And
To the
streaming for the
Intergamer
first
Yeah,
time
it's your faces.
on Twitch.
not really sure what to do with my
The whole
hands.
Intergamer cast.
I feel like I should be
Holy
doing something with my
crap.
hands.
Do my hands go up?
Do they go up?
Do
my hands go up?
Do I go around the mic?
Do you have it set up live streaming our discussion topic, which is
Yeah.
today we're going to talk about why are stories focused on
Do you think maybe we should introduce ourselves since people are seeing us for the first time probably?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting
They
to.
might not know who I
yet.
am.
Whatever.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right.
Shame.
Anyway,
They need to know who I
So,
am.
today we're going to talk about why are stories focused on video games. So, for those that are tuning in, my name is Brett Yanofsky.
I'm Austin Morales.
I'm Devin Dury.
And I'm Travis Stramer.
And I'm Jordan Woods.
Our
Welcome.
guest.
Special guest today,
Yes.
Jordan.
Welcome on the podcast.
Thank
He
you.
came over because we were going to do D&D after this.
Yes.
Playing D&D after this.
A lot
It's
of
happening.
good D&D
It's going
action.
down.
Going
First mission,
down.
you know, our dungeon, and I already shot Brett in the face. It's fine. It's cool.
It's a good first roll. It's a good first good
Don't-
way to kick off the game.
Don't shoot your caster in the face.
My bad.
That is true. That is true. Anyway, so let's get this discussion
Or Brett.
going. So this conversation was added to our discussion topic by, I think Austin put this. Yeah, so obviously there's a lot of games out there that talk about Call of Duty. And there's so many games out there that are extremely violent and over the top. Why do you think that is?
Crazy people.
Because we can't do that in real life.
Good
It's
point.
our
good
inner
point.
thoughts and
Yeah.
feelings.
It's like the one thing that you cannot do in real
Well,
life.
and we look at kind of like we mentioned earlier. There's a progression of it. You think back to Super Mario Brothers, where you were jumping on a Koopa's head, and while that was violent, it was cartoony.
yeah.
We as gamers have aged with the industry. So as we've aged and we've become more mature, we haven't been able to, I guess, get satiated enough by just jumping on a turtle and kicking a shell across the screen. Now we need to...
Rip someone's throat out.
Well, I was going to say start using guns, but sure, ripping someone's throat out. That works, I guess.
Yeah, the guns.
It happens.
But
a little
I
more
think that
lighthearted.
that's an element to the equation, is the fact that we have aged with the industry.
Oh, yeah.
I would say, personally.
Yeah.
Did you have something to say, Austin?
So you looked at me like you were about to say something, like you
I
did not
was.
like what I just said.
wanted
He just
to.
said,
no,
yeah.
No, I agree with you. I was just thinking,
Okay.
like one of those first like big major games that people were talking about that I can remember was like Doom. They did bring up the topic of like, kids are playing this game and it's all about just killing and gore, guts, and I was like, well,
Yeah,
kinda
but
cool.
that's-
Hell, and Duke Nukem.
That's the parents' fault. If the parents are allowing their
I know,
children to
but-
play these kinds of games, there's no one to blame but them.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's not the people who
certain
make these
people
games
are
fault.
making these games too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brings up the whole topic of
Well, that's their,
why are they
that's their
making these
choice.
games?
That's their choice
Well,
to
I
play
know
the game or
that.
not.
It is a question. Why are they making these games? Do they like to make those games? Or is it due to the fact of? I mean, obviously. I mean, let's look at the movie industry. As of late, actually, Hollywood is bringing out. Have all these war movies and stuff love that stuff. If
Well,
it's
the-
not comedy. It's
The biggest
violence.
conflicts are with violence.
yeah.
The biggest conflicts you're ever going to find in a story or anything like that is going to have some form of violence, or you can call it righteous, you can call it evil. It doesn't matter. It's going to physical violence or something, at least. I mean, all the best movies have it. All the biggest struggles that anything humankind has ever seen is involve violence.
This kind of goes back to the conversation we had a couple weeks ago about conflict.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the conflicts we see in video games is violence. And kind of like you said, where your moral compass points you,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. It's violence in the video game. But does that mean that it has to stay that way? Does that mean that that's what it has to be?
I mean, I think violence is a very primal fear that we have to die. Shooting and all that exciting and gets us going, and a very people don't experience every day.
I'd agree with that. It's absolutely a primal.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, there'd be consequences.
There would be consequences.
But
He doesn't like the whale noises.
from a
No.
I've been doing whale noises all day. That's the hit me.
game development stage,
That's
like,
true.
you don't have to come up with some. And people that you
Yeah, it's popular.
right.
Hugging.
Let's play a game about hugging each other.
You know how many
it's
people I
wonderful.
hugged yesterday, bro?
It's like that game that came out, Flower, where like you
Right.
basically regrow. Not everybody's gonna play that.
So with that being like a trend in the industry, Jordan was saying that this is if that's just what sells. We know that the violent game sells. Do we want to see a break in that continuum? Do we want to see just more continued violence? Because when I think about that, the initial thing that I'm going to have is I don't want to. It's going to get monotonous to me.
Yeah.
Just
That's true.
violence after violence after violence.
I mean, Halo franchise.
Violence for the
Counter-Strike.
sake of violence.
How many covenants can I really throw a sticky grenade at?
Not many. I mean, yeah, a lot, but you know.
I mean,
Well, that. Oh wait, go ahead.
just how many iterations of Call of Duty?
There can be a lot.
Yeah. This is
There will be a lot.
I like what I'm saying.
What? I was thinking about like you see now with Battleborn and Overwatch coming out. Well, not those two games. Like
I mean, yeah, a lot, but
they're definitely trying to
You know.
figure out
Well,
how
that-
they can reinvent.
Oh wait, go ahead. Just how many iterations of Call of Duty?
There can be a lot.
I mean, yeah, violence in there.
There will be a lot.
I like what I'm saying.
What? I was thinking about like you see
It's
now
not
with Battleborn and
blood,
Overwatch, guts spewing everywhere coming out. Well, not those two
Funny
games.
to
Like
see these. I mean, yeah, a lot, but
they're definitely trying to
You know.
figure out
Well,
how
that-
they can reinvent.
Oh wait, go ahead. Just how many iterations of Call of Duty?
I see that they're trying.
There can be a lot.
I mean, yeah, violence in there.
There will be a lot.
I like what I'm saying.
Are you actually watching this right now?
Well, I think one of the main components of video games nowadays is action, right? It's quick actions and story.
But do you mean action as in, does it have to be action, or does it have to be something compelling and engaging and immersing?
That is also good for any good game. But look at
'Cause it doesn't necessarily have to be action oriented
Right.
to pull you in.
exactly. Good example that has both. Alan Wake. You'll have times where you're not in any kind of action setting, but you're compelled because of the story and the mystery of the game. And then there's times where you get a slow-mo pick of you shooting a flare into 5 people and killing all of them. I mean, it's exciting. But at the same time, you know, most of the games are built off of that action aspect, I think. Violence
The
and action just
tense
go hand in
moments.
hand because
That's
that's
true.
that's just what you have to do.
I mean, I would like to see a break off, like Firewatch. I thought that was a good example of just like there's not really a lot of violence. I mean, maybe violence has happened. I haven't played it yet. You know,
There's like
the
2
world.
moments, and there are 3 moments, and that's it.
Yeah, and so
But
like
it's not like
builds
you're
up to
fighting
it's
it.
still a
somebody.
deep story with many things to discover and characters to build and plot after. But I think there's a way to do it. Definitely a way to do it.
Jordan, did you ever play Gone Home? I know everybody else hasn't, but Gone Home came out a while back, and it was it's a walking simulator. But you're inside of a house, 1994, 1995, and you're just coming back from college, and your family's gone. Like, they're not home, and you're like, what happened? And so your job is to get inside the house and figure out where they are. And you start reading or back in 95. So there wasn't like such thing as like all this stuff so you had to go back to physical objects that you in that they set it up throughout the entire never was. It was a story about never knew that that's what the game was about to the very end. And it was this whole entire thing was really, really good. Really, I felt like packed.
Do you think it was the suspense that
Through and through. There was moments where you walk in a room and it's like dark and you like come. The entire time I was waiting for like a jump. Never happened. But I liked that because it was always on edge. But then when I got to the end, it was the biggest twist surprise because it was well done, satisfying. The whole entire time I just want to keep playing and keep playing. Yeah.
And I saw a review where people were talking like get to through a video game experience.
Oh goodness.
The world is just changed.
I've heard about that game.
Yeah.
So, how do you tell that? I don't know.
I mean,
What
but
game was that?
It says something that sounds like a really innovative.
Yeah.
I haven't played it. I can't even remember the name of this.
We could like agree that most games have a certain theme of emotion that they're trying to hit.
Oh yeah.
But the main one is violence and action.
Well,
It's probably
that's
violence
I,
titles.
and I think the violence is safe.
Yes.
That's the safe bet for
because they know it's
developers.
going to work.
Yeah.
Well, because like
that's fun. Quote unquote. I mean,
But is it the most compelling? Is it the one that everyone
I don't, and I've said this argument before at this table is with action games when you're trying to tell me a story like in a shooter.
Mhm.
If you're trying to tell me a story and narrate to me while I'm shooting bad guys, guess who's not paying attention? Me.
Yeah.
I am way too engrossed with trying to manage my bullets, my grenades, my HUD, my health,
Yeah.
where are the bad guys, assessing all the threats. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah,
I'm not
little
paying
ball
attention to,
talking to you and you're not getting nothing.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
Not happening.
I'm not
It's like,
listening
did
to
you know that?
Dinklebot. I'm not listening to Dinklebot while I'm shooting all these bad guys passing by. Screw that guy.
He's like,
Well,
yeah, I didn't know.
it's not Dinklebot anymore. They
I know,
replaced it with
yeah. It's
North.
Northbot.
Yeah, Northbot.
Northbond.
Well, I mean,
They took his book out of Kanye West.
the shooter mechanic though.
Page.
Yeah.
You know, there is a game out there that took the different route than just violence. Portal. I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know, they took
Puzzle
the
solve.
same basic mechanic. It's a very
Half-Life did the
memorable
same
game.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. GLaDOS is
That's still
she's
violence.
pretty evil.
I mean, there
Right,
was
I mean,
violence in there.
She was
but
definitely gonna kill you.
Damn
She
good
wants to.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you
it was yeah, you're right.
you
It's
still
threatening.
have some.
Well, the threat of violence.
the threat of
technically, yeah.
violence.
threat of
right?
violence, yeah. But it wasn't like shooters and
No,
blowing
no.
up and blood.
You're
and
not
guts
killing
and stuff
people
like
on
that.
the streets and running
Yeah.
around.
But what else is there? Like, what else? What could be done differently other than like the walking simulator game we talked? What else is there?
I'll
that
tell you
could
what I
be
really want to
made?
see. Like, I've thought about this before at length. But if we're going to be doing a violent game, a game with violence, fighting, shooting, whatever, I really want to see a game where I'm not playing a veteran. I want to see a game where that this is a person literally thrown into having to fight or having to be violent for some reason.
Yeah.
The Last of Us isn't.
Kind of,
bit.
yeah. And I'm glad you brought that game up because it's a game where while aiming, you have a gun. It's obvious a gun. Its whole purpose is to make something in front of you not be in front of you anymore.
Or be on the ground.
Or be on the ground, whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to see it where like it is a struggle to use that gun, or I'm not good at using a gun, and maybe there's a mechanic for how I hold the gun and how fast I pull the trigger, and because shooting a gun isn't easy. Like legit, especially a pistol, being accurate with a pistol, that takes training. And I would like to see a game reflect that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'd be cool. But I think the whole point of a game is you want to feel powerful. Like a lot of people don't feel powerful, and like being Master Chief, you just run up to aliens and slaughter them all. And at the end, you're just like, yeah, I'm saving humanity. It's that
Yeah.
that kind of macho
7-foot
feeling
monster
thing. Which at the time, being a teenager, it was awesome.
Like,
Yeah, I'm curious. Do you guys think you would have reacted to Halo?
Not at all.
no.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Being young and that Xbox being young too in its infancy, perfect timing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good time.
To Devin's point about, like I'm a veteran going in and get so much out of that with maybe things like and PlayStation actually make people. I know Austin
Loves VR.
so,
Ugh.
but you can actually,
The
well,
whale sound
how
inappropriate
would
there.
Oh god.
how would it actually work if you were a gun, right? You can actually do things like
A lot more violence.
Yeah, you'll be able to really like throw that in there as with the new technology coming out. You're definitely going to have some more dynamics thrown in there with violent games. But I mean, to your question, like what else is there? I mean, there's obviously like the other standard types of games. There's your puzzles, your platformers. I mean, your survival horrors.
Yeah.
But I mean, you think about a current platformer with a little bit of violence, some violence in it, like Mirror's Edge.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a different kind of violence.
Well, and I like that the new one is pushing the.
No
They're
weapons.
pushing it more now with no weapons.
With no
that's
weapon-
the
yeah.
goal is like. I
Yeah.
love Mirror's Edge. I can't wait.
I
They,
don't
they
like
delayed it again.
Again?
Yeah. Now
Oh,
it's, now
man.
it's pushed
Remember,
back
we
to
don't care.
June.
We don't care
Great.
about delays. We don't
know,
care about
I
delays.
know,
The more
I
you
know,
delay, the
yeah.
better your game
Well,
I'm
is.
not saying that
sometimes
wasn't a
it
sign
comes
of
a
It
point.
sucks. Don't get me wrong. We're all just like, God.
That wasn't a sign of anger. Sorry.
No, but I like the games where you have a choice, and it's not just like, oh, I'm Master Chief, I'm gonna kill this thing. It's like, no, like in Metal Gear Solid 5, big boss is just like, well, I could kill you, or I don't have to kill you, and then even your crew's like, we don't have to kill the boss. That's cool to have a choice. Like, I want to be good, yeah. Apparently, Devin's just like, whatever, just kill me.
Nah, just kill them all.
Like, I took pride in not killing anybody.
The
I was
only
like,
good
how,
bug is a
how
dead
many people
bug.
can I not kill going through this mission? Anyway, that's that.
You guys ever play The Witness?
No.
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 I wanted to.
That's a non-violent game.
Well, here's a
Puzzle.
question:
40 hours.
do you think that violent games are a problem? That's probably one of the biggest questions that everyone's worried about, especially parents. Are these games like Call of Duty, is that bad for my kid?
I think parents just don't care, don't even know to begin
Because
with.
parents, they're gonna get them video
mean-
games. It's gonna happen because it distracts them from whatever the parent needs to do while they need to watch their kid.
Yeah.
They put a kid on a video game and they're by themselves doing nothing for 2 hours. So they're gonna buy them video games. Is violent video games gonna affect them? Do you think it affected us?
I don't think it's inherently a problem. It's
Yeah.
a problem if there's present
With the
and
family.
with the family, or
Right.
then yeah, it can exacerbate a
Okay.
problem. But I don't think it
Right.
before.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
like
agree.
teaching a child what a weapon is, like a gun. You know, young children who are trained with guns, and the father says, "Okay, this is not a toy." They understand that, and they won't mess with it. But kids that are not, they can't make the difference between the two. They'll be more likely to handle the weapon in danger. It's just like a video game. They need to understand that this is not real life, and this is not how you should behave in real life. This is a fantasy world. You need to keep it there.
Yeah.
And then
I
we can
think. Oh, go ahead.
get to the point where like now they're trying to make games super realistic.
Yeah.
So how is that? I think that poses a problem.
You
too.
actually just took what I was literally about to say is like, you know, we've like I said, we've aged with the industry. So now we have these games that are super hyper realistic.
Yeah.
We demand that. We were like,
Yeah.
we want this game to look absolutely perfect. 4K resolution.
Yeah.
I want the blades of grass to look like they are fresh mowed.
The line is getting thinner.
The line is getting thinner. But to what you say, like, is a violent video game a problem? No, the responsibility is with us, the consumer, whether it be for our child or us. No, the responsibility is on us.
Right. Right.
That falls to us as the consumer or the players and whatnot. That's for us to take on.
Right.
I do think that, as Jordan said, a violent game can exacerbate a problem, and the more demands we make of better resolution, better graphics, better controls, VR technology where I can sit there and practice how I hold a gun or practice how I swing a bat or swing a machete, that's going to facilitate something, whether we want it to or not. It's going to have an impact on us. Does it create a problem? I don't think so. I don't want it to.
I don't think it
I
would.
think
It
it
could.
could because video games in general like are addictive and play them all the time. I know when I was a kid,
Right.
that's all I wanted to do. And I talked to a guy at work, and he's like, "Yeah, if I don't monitor my kids, because the guy I talked to at work, he's a gamer too, and his kid plays with him all. Like if I don't monitor my kid's time spent on, he would be there all day, every day.
Yeah.
That could be an issue.
And that's definitely an issue. I mean, that's not. Is it an issue?
Yeah,
I know
game-
it's
yeah.
an issue.
Gaming addiction is that's a tough that's a whole other session, folks. Not getting into that one today.
We each go to therapy for this, so we don't have time to talk about it right now.
So, Devin brought up a really great point that in its current state, where I'm holding a dual shock, yeah, I think there's actually a very clear mental divide what I'm doing on the screen. But as you progress with the VR tech, divide gets smaller.
Oh yeah.
And so eventually it may get to the point where it can create problems. I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah.
It is for
Well, and
If
that
it becomes
I
a
think that
problem.
also goes then to the developer, because the developer, like, these people making these games, they're going to have to make conscious choices about how they make their game. GTA, violent as can be. We all know it.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
This is
there's
it's sludge.
no, there's no doubt there is no doubt in anyone's mind what that game is used for sometimes. Just violent for violence sake. So does that now fall to the developer to make these conscious decisions for when put okay
Trying to get my full figure
Hey.
in there.
Hey.
I want that. I want that. That's going to fall to the developer now to make conscious choices of how they make their game. With VR technology, like, I'm using a very extreme example here, but you're not going to see someone make a game where you have an innocent person in front of you and it's just like, okay, now bash their head in with a bat. We're going to recreate The Walking Dead.
Yay! I want to play that game.
Well, why shouldn't we have a game like that? Force moral choices.
Yes. Yes. And use that to see who did what, and then we can weed them out of society. one by
Nothing
one.
is out of the realm of impossibility.
Your goal is to become the governor.
Yeah, imagine if Call of Duty made a VR game and then they have another one of those scenes where it's like, okay, now you have to go to an airport and kill all these innocents.
Oh
VR.
man,
Oh,
that would
goodness.
be
Like
that would be rough.
that's
I
that's
don't-
a line right there.
Do you remember how much controversy that
Yeah.
one level got?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
hell, even before it got its news, like the game started and said, "Hey, there's a mission. You may not want to play it.
I can tell you what that is, but
Yeah, we're not going to tell you." One, who's going to say no?
what mission is this?
No, I don't want to play that. It's too violent. I'm playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I am playing Call of Duty. I know what I'm supposed to be getting into. And then yeah, when the mission started, no Russian.
Jeez.
Well, I feel great.
Why?
Right? Yeah.
I felt terrible when I played that.
Everyone did.
It'd be a little
Wow.
bit different if that level appeared in, say, Peakman.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, you know what I think is also interesting is that violence and stuff. Like, I feel like everything's a lot better now than it used.
Well,
Slaughter each
that's because that
other
was
and-
real.
I know that's what I'm saying, but it's like we've gotten better.
There are blood
so,
and guts being spilled all
like,
over.
there's so much like controversy about what we're doing now. It's like, well, at least that was pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
we still have MMA. I mean, that's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad.
People aren't dying. Their guts, with their guts being
No, there's no guts being torn
strewn
out.
about the
None like
battlefield.
that.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
eventually we're just gonna like,
No heads being
there
put
won't
on
be any
pikes.
MMA anymore. It'll just be a bunch. Because then you'll get explosions.
Like
and
Real
all kinds of
Steel.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
That was a good movie.
That's what's good. That's what. Anyway, so
And we made a
serious-
long-standing joke.
Oh gosh.
If that starts trending for this
Oh, it's
podcast,
gonna.
I'm done. I'm done. I will lay down these headphones right now.
Devin. But Devin.
He always has something. It started. He had Randy that came out for a while.
Oh yeah, I had Randy.
And Randy was off in the distance, and then it was like, I'm Batman. That lasted.
Oh,
for
don't
like
bring up
5
Batman, man. I'll do
podcasts.
that all day.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here for another
Yeah,
half hour just
this
listening to him.
nonsense.
I'm Batman.
Whale
Austin, you are
noises.
the worst.
I
You
am
are the
Groot.
absolute
Batman.
worst. Stop it.
Whale noises.
Insert whale noises here.
Oh, that's even better.
Right.
Well, all right. So, like, to guess, kind of wrap it up, or like,
Well,
no,
I got-
bring it all to. Go ahead.
I got one. I mean, this is kind of more of like turning this conversation to what's wrong with video games, but romances. Like,
Yeah.
being a kid and stumbling
I don't have a
across
problem with that. I think it's completely fine, and I think we should all have it in every single game.
Thank you, Travis.
Yeah.
So what was your point, Austin?
Well, just like being a kid and stumbling across that, because when we were kids, that didn't really exist in video games.
Looking
out
at
for all you guys out
And
there.
now there's like choices, and I could just see a kid and
Which girl
someone
do you want in bed
buying.
with?
Yeah, exactly. Like have your pick, and they're all.
Do you want a
that,
girl
like,
that has no face and like? Do you want a girl with no
What?
hair? Yeah, Talia. Like she's got the thing.
Mass
on where
Effect.
She like.
Oh God, I was not thinking about that.
Oh my
I
god.
thought you had some weird. I'm not gonna continue.
Just
Yeah, let's stop while we're ahead.
I was like, what kind of girls are you dating, Brett?
Oh. Geez. Yeah. No, Mass Effect, man. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
that, yeah.
Uh,
Miranda and
with all the hair.
Miranda, who's
Well,
obviously
we
the
also-
best.
We get into the point of like Witcher 3. You know, all you see is breasts, but
Yeah.
nothing more graphic than that. But
There's some yoga pants in there.
I don't know if they're
There's-
yoga per se.
No, they're yoga pants.
yeah, Yennefer wearing skin tight leather. But you know, is that inherently more offensive? Violence, like talking about for 30 minutes.
Again, what he was saying, if you're a parent and you're buying your 5-year-old The Witcher 3, then you don't know. It says immature
Having-
on there. And it
having
says
wor-
nudity. It
having-
gives you a warning.
Having worked at GameStop, I can tell you, like the kid going up there with the Grand Theft Auto and the parent, like, is is this game appropriate for
Oh
my
my
child?
How do you
Ma'am,
answer that?
Look on the
Ma'am,
back.
let me tell you. Here's what you can do.
Let me tell you, Grand Theft Auto.
Find a whore, sleep with her. She will get out of your car. You can then run her over and get your money back.
Now, do you
And-
still think it's okay?
Now, the
Yeah,
uninformed
yeah.
parent, I'm fine with. They're the ones who are like, oh my goodness, no, you are not getting this. And of course, the kid looks at me like I'm the asshole. Like, no, you are not. I didn't get to play that.
Yeah.
You're not getting to play that.
We played Super Smash Brothers, okay?
Yes. Now,
Get it
now the
together,
part
damn
that
it.
does bother me though is the ones who are like, he plays it anyway. He just likes to drive the cars. It's fine. It's fine. We'll
Oh,
get
they
it.
don't give a shit, yeah.
They don't give a shit. And I'm like,
All right.
thank you for desensitizing your son to all the
Yeah.
violent and whore killing.
That's
I'm sure
why
he'll
they're
grow up
doing-
to be a perfect gentleman.
Yep, yep.
Call me when he's driving.
Stupid. But again, that's not. It's the
It
responsibility of the consumer, not
Yeah.
not the person selling it.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
No.
Rating on the game.
No, there
Just
should
like
there
there's a
should be no
reason there's a
filter at
rating
all.
on the movie.
There's freedom of
We
speech.
have the ESRB rating for a reason.
Yeah.
It's enforced for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It is no longer at the behest of the developer to fix that problem.
And you see,
They're done.
You see, remember when Mass Effect came out, and they were just a huge uproar
Oh,
in
yeah.
the parenting community. It was like on Fox News.
My
and it-
kid could play.
they were calling it the sex box and all this crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, "Are you kidding me? Are you joking?" It says it rated M for mature, and it says nudity on the game. That is not. That is your fault. You're being an idiot.
They're like, my husband could buy this, and then my son could just start playing it, and I'm like, well, hide it from your son.
Yeah, then put it up. You don't leave a loaded pistol out on the kitchen table. And like,
This
well,
is
I don't know
Burma.
how he got to it. I don't know how-
He just picked it up and started shooting.
That's the arms dealer's fault.
Don't touch that.
Why did you make this gun dangerous? I don't understand why it's so dangerous.
the entire
That like hurt my ear.
I peeked there. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Devin.
Yes, please.
I have no thought anymore. I
No, please, I'm
I
sorry.
just have whale in my
you-
head.
Can you type in whale noises again?
No, do not do that.
Just type in.
God.
Sounds like
Oh. No. No, he's leaving. He quit. We lost our game master. Whatever it's called.
Game master.
whatever it's called.
You know, what I meant to say, you
Yes.
assholes,
Yes.
was there's always going to be those people who are blind to the fact of what the true value of video games have.
Yeah.
And yes, violence is at the forefront. That's the first thing people are going to notice about it. It's
Mhm.
been that way for years. The first Grand Theft Auto, the first Dooms, all the way till now with Duke Nukem, and that's all these extremists see is they're like, these violent video games, they reward you for punishing innocent people, and they reward you for your violent acts. And
Yep.
now, I personally think we've gone up to the podium and defended ourselves time after time after time. We're done.
We're trying to have a serious
I
conversation.
know.
God
Yeah.
dang it, Austin.
I couldn't help myself.
He ruined it.
Could have waited. Could have waited 10 more seconds and I would have been done with my argument. But no, you wanted to throw another fucking whale into that.
Well, hello there.
Point is, the
Anyway.
point is, I hate all of you. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Good combo. Good combo. I like it.
He's gonna make a
That's a
game where
great
it's
point.
just shooting us in the head over
Yeah.
and over.
Yeah, we're about to play D&D, and we can all know what's
He's gonna
happen
save
in
up
this
all his
dungeon.
money, and the next VR is gonna be like, he's gonna go up to a developer. Hey, I want a game where I get 4 of my best friends and then just shoot them in
And
the
just
head
beat-
over and
I
over.
just beat the hell out of them with a
Here's
sock
$1 million.
full of nickels. Here's $2.5 billion. Make me a game where I can beat the hell out of them with a sock full of nickels.
And they have to
Help me
stand
make
there
that.
and say
be-
sorry
it'd be-
over and over as I'm hitting.
It'd be the new Rocket League.
Sorry, 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 sorry. Whoa, sorry. See, games have given us creativity.
Games are good. Violence is
Good.
So good.
Yeah, also good.
Part of that.
So,
Goodness.
Devin, I think the three of us.
We'll let
Without
them go
any
just
guys.
sit somewhere in the bathroom making whale noises at each other.
You'll still be able to hear me.
That's true. That's true.
You're not getting out
We
of
will.
it.
You're not
Anyway,
escaping the whale noise.
Back to our actual topic of discussion.
And that's it.
Does anyone have any final
That's-
words?
that's
I
it.
think we can wrap this up now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that
It's going to be interesting over the next couple of
Yes.
years with the development of like new graphics, new hardware with VR, new tech that comes out. We've talked about this before. We're at this cusp now where we're going to see a shift in the way that and violence may change with it as well. Hopefully it's for the better. Hopefully that, the industry is no longer has to go up to the podium to defend itself. I think we're done with that, but
It's gonna keep coming back.
it's
I mean,
it's
it'll
going
always
to.
keep coming back, but I don't think it's ever going to change
do
anything.
you think there's
No,
a
I don't think it will either.
possibility that the point where they kept pushing?
I think it
real life
would,
because they
especially with
felt
Maybe.
how awful that feeling was. They have a chance to
I think
feel
what do you mean?
the aftermath.
in
like-
a
like
religious
being
way.
shot?
Like just think of it
Yeah,
as like
or just like carrying out something bad. Like if you, go into
well, I mean, when they had
the
the
no Russian level, like if you
Yeah.
go and do that, like afterwards.
I think that's
Well,
up to the player, really. There's no way to
yeah.
really.
I mean, sometimes you people go out and do these shootings. They're dead
They're
like
just
5
giving this
minutes.
look.
They're dead right after that. Like somebody.
Well, I mean, the whole
Not
thing
saying
is
that they
like
should make these reenactments.
you're basically saying you're worried about a morality problem, like especially with VR. If it becomes the point where you can do certain acts, if you know what I mean, and then you can also kill people, then certain groups, especially in this country, since this country is mostly Christianity, they might have a problem with that.
Well, I wonder if
And
if
it
they
might
were
get to a
do
point where
it
it's too
in
bad.
VR, then out their action.
So, Brett, you're
That's
talking
hard.
about using
Very confusing.
using the VR as outlet for. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's really only three motivators for why happens. There's either impulse, passion, right?
Right.
In the moment happens. You
Yeah.
can maybe alleviate compulsion. Have
So
there,
much,
yeah, impulse. Aspect of money, and we're not going to eliminate that. Potential to
But that's
Yeah.
where reasoning comes in.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
that's
this-
why psychopaths have this problem, and that's why they kill people because they don't have any reasoning skills. They don't care. They have no emotion. But in VR, at least some people, I would say like 99% of people, can focus and know the difference between right and wrong, VR and real life.
And we'll be back next time with the Inner Gamer Moral Compass Edition.
Starring
Psychos.
Yeah.
and whales.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, we're done. We're done. End it. Say this wraps up this week's show. Just
Well,
get to
thank you for listening to our lovely discussion about violence in Wales.
I know how we
Killer
felt
whales.
when he was doing when he was doing I'm Batman all the time.
I'm Batman.
I
am Groot. We can keep going with this if we want
Well,
to.
thanks for listening, everybody. You've
He's
been
about to
listening
pop.
to the Inner Gamer podcast. I'm sorry.
It's gonna pop like a cherry.
And, if you have any questions, you can email us at hello@theinnergamer.com. Follow us online. If you follow us on Facebook, Twitter. We'll be back next week with
I'm Awesome Morales.
I'm Travis Stramer.
I'm Devin Duree.
And I'm Jordan Woods.
Oh, and
And-
also thanks for watching.
And you've been watching
The
Inner
Inner
Gamer!
Gamer.
Oh.
The Inner Gamer.
That peaked.
The Inner Gamer.
Thanks, guys.
Inner Gamer.
Bye. Hello, everybody. Bye, everybody.